Can't go forward?
Only back.
Make sure he goes back for the right reasons. Make sure he influences the most important situations.
Room 41. There's a hole in the bathroom. In the ground. You have to go into the floor.
What for?
Exactly.
Welcome everybody to the making of 41, episode number 7. It might look like I'm wearing the same clothes as episode 6. Pure coincidence. Pure coincidence. Now today I wanted to talk about the camera stuff I used for 41 because I get a lot of emails daily sometimes inquiring about what I use to shoot the film because it looks like film, which is good. But I think everyone knows by now that the Canon 5D is the way to go. The sensor size on this thing is the same as 35mm, well, borderline the same. It's a brilliant camera, very cheap. The best thing about it is you get these lenses on it, which give you ridiculous depth of field if you're shooting at low f-stops. So I just use, just the regular Canon 5D. I've got a really cheap zoom lens, which I've only used on 2 shots for the film. This one cost me 60 bucks. I've also got the 50mm, which is on there for, we shot like heaps of the movie on the 50, and the rest of the movie on the 28. They're the only pretty much 2 lenses we use. Now I also got a monitor to go with the camera. I'm hoping people can see this on the screen. Now the monitor was just basically because on the back of the camera, you can't see what you're filming if your camera is here or here, which is a problem. So you've always got to be behind it. Now the Mark III just came out recently. It does not have a flip screen. So good work, Canon, that sucks. So what I did with this camera setup is I put the hood over it. I rest the hood on my head, and you get these 3 points of support, which is really cool. And you get really smooth handheld shots. You always want to shoot with prime lenses, because zoom lenses, I bought a zoom lens. I bought a 24-70mm 2.8, and I used it about 3 times and realized that it sucked for video, so I sold it, and it cost a fortune too. The prime lenses are faster, they're thinner, there's not as much glass in them, they look great. I did do some Steadicam shots in the film. It's basically just put the camera on a tripod, walk around with it as slowly as you can and balance it, and then use like a warp stabilizer in After Effects to correct it later. And you get really good results with that as long as you're wide enough for the horizon to lock in. Now also, I'm just going to quickly talk about picture profile settings for 41. Picture profile, a lot of people like to shoot on standard or something like that because you get really nice crushed blacks and sharpness. Unfortunately, it's a bit too crushed and a bit too sharp, and you can't get rid of that after you've shot with it. So the trick is to shoot it as flat as possible, neutral settings, no contrast, no sharpness, and all that sort of thing. And you get really boring sort of looking images, but when you grade them, you've got so much more detail to begin with, so grading them later looks a lot nicer. So yeah, hopefully that's answered some questions. So if anyone sends me more emails, I can just send them a link to this video and say catch you later. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this quick episode, number 7, and I'll talk to you soon.